Alright, welcome to the stream. I have something super special to show. We now have the blaze spawner up and running, and I wanted to make sure that I had it functioning first before jumping into the episode. That's why I built it in between episodes to make sure that I was going to show something that did function. So I will, let's see, let me disassemble it just a little bit so that I can show you what I did. So this is my little hidey hole. From here I can break this, and I can right click the device and turn it on. For some weird reason I cannot attach a lever to this thing for the life of me. I've tried so much, I cannot get it to work. So right now it's set to redstone on, so it will not turn on until I switch it back to always on. So let me do that, and I'll show y'all. Did I have any building blocks in here? I'll go out the front and I'll do it again. So let me break this one to make some room, and I'll grab the water block that I placed in the corner. There. So let me go over the dimensions of this bad boy. This is manual for right now. So last episode we did grab the blaze spawner. We got really lucky. We grabbed the blaze spawner from the nether, and now I placed it in here. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 9 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a 9 by 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason why it's 5 is because blazes spawn in blocks of 2. They're too tall. So 1, 2 under it, and 1, 2 above it, so that it can spawn in anything inside this room here. If you check, if I hit F7, let's see, F7 is it not showing outside there now? Oh well, I'll try that in a little bit again. I've been having PC issues today. So light levels in here are going to be max. Because this block that I have here, I placed a feral flare lantern behind it. So I can see inside. Again, this is not required. I do a lot of things out of aesthetics. Like if the feral flare lantern was not in here, it would just be one really big dark room across the river, but I wanted it to be illuminated on the inside, so I put a feral flare lantern on the inside. Then what you do is you ignore the corners of the 9 by 9, and that is your first empty row. So the very next one, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a diagonal, and then you place a row. And then, yeah, this one is in between, in the middle. So 4 this way, 4 this way. This is where the blaze spawner is, in the middle of the room. Then going back from this spot, 1, 2, 3, you have the corner pocket. So 1, 2, 3, and this one right here. And what I did is one up from the blaze spawner, since I couldn't reach it from the top unless I had another block down. Plus I wanted to hide the feral flare lantern behind this block for aesthetic reasons again. From here, all you have to do is make sure that this is a hole here, and that the hole is 2 deep. See, it's too deep right here. 1, 2. So what I do then, after all of this is set and done, this guy's been set to redstone on the entire time, so you don't get wild blazes spawning on you. That's always a disaster. Then what you do, and then everything else I did aesthetically. So marble walls, dark glass, which I'll show you. Dark glass light does not go through dark glass, so it stays dark inside this room. The reason why I did dark glass is because I want to see inside the farm. It's fun. It's aesthetic again. So then after you've placed this room, 9 by 9 by 5, place the rows like this, the way I explained it. You take your water bucket, you place it in the corner right here. What I do is I'm a goofball, I ride the wave, and I let it push me to where I'm supposed to go. Boop, it drops me right here. So then this needs to be sealed, of course. The water stops here. It does not go into the hole. That's the important part. So this is too deep. I'll break my way out. I'll put this back here. The reason why we put a slab is because when the blazes get pushed by the water and they drop in this hole, when you're standing here, they might still be able to do line of sight on you, and they'll start shooting at you. So we break the line of sight by one slab. Now they can't see you when you're down here and fighting them. It's a line of sight thing, so you don't get them to aggro you. So with that, yeah, light levels are shown over there. The feral flare lantern reaches too far for me to be able to test. But as you can see, like inside there were no yellow X's, no red X's either. And like I said, the reason why I put the feral flare lantern back there is because I want to be able to see inside the room from here. And dark glass, mobs can't see you through the dark glass, so that's super important. And then the final step, which I conveniently have like this mountainside that I like to build into. Now that I have all of this set, I can put these back because I was just using these to climb for right now. From here, I right click on the thing and I turn it to always on, and then I shut this guy here so that it blocks off the light levels. For some weird reason, I've gotten it to work like this. Even though there's a feral flare lantern inside, the blazes, they spawn anyways, even though I have a feral flare lantern in there, which is pretty crazy to me. Like, I always thought that if there's light levels, the blaze spawner, they will not work. But while I was setting this thing up, even with the feral flare lantern and everything, these blazes, they kept on coming. Which conveniently they're not right now. And that's kind of bugging me because I couldn't get them to stop spawning, and I was really frustrated when it came to that part. So never mind. I guess the game decided to register the feral flare lantern. No, trolling me. The game is trolling me, I swear. It trolls me from time to time just because. So down here is our kill hole. And then you just swing with your weapon. They get bonked down here. We got sulfur and we got blaze rod already. And you just wait for them to spawn. And watch, it's gonna troll me again and not spawn blazes. Ugh. Let's see. Because I had it super pretty, it looked great, and it was spawning blazes like crazy last night when I was building this thing. For some weird reason, it's deciding not to, but I did get 45 blaze rods building this thing last night. Let me just get rid of the feral flare lantern. I wanted it for aesthetic purposes, but it's supposed to definitely cause issues. So let me break this and the feral flare lantern, and then let me put this back. There we go. Thanks. There we go. Thank God for magnetic. So without the feral flare lantern. So just ignore the feral flare lantern, since it's probably the reason why it's giving me grief right now. Oh, and we got an Enderman on radar. And there we go. And this is how we're getting our blaze rods for right now. So yeah, I gotta give it some time for the the light levels to go down, because when you break the feral flare lantern, it's not like a torch. It doesn't automatically remove all light. It keeps the area lit where the feral flare lantern was lit for the same amount of time as it took to generate them in the first place. But yeah, there you go. This is definitely works. It works better with a looting sword, of course. We only have luck 1 on this sword. We're also getting a lot more blaze rods. But like I said, while building this thing, I was farming blazes like crazy. So it needs to get dark. There it goes. It's getting dark in there now. And now they're spawning. So instead of fumbling around for an entire episode, I decided to build it first and make sure that it works. And even with that planning, still I had a hiccup. So hopefully the base of how I explained how I built this thing helped you with how you're supposed to build it in the first place. I really hope that I helped somebody. It's really tough for me because I organize and I hold myself to such high standards that when anything goes wrong, I beat myself up pretty hard about it. I was killing zombies and I got that 0.1% chance of a zombie trophy dropping, so there we go. We got one of our endgame grinds is trophies, of course. So we got our first in your head. We got the zombie trophy. That one dropped for us. That's pretty exciting. Now that we have blaze rods, I wanted to start making blaze hoppers. This is super important. Let me sleep as well, just to make sure that nothing spawns on me. Part of me wants to not sleep at night because I do want to run into Enderman. You know, I need ender pearls. And see what I mean? Like, if you take the feral flare lantern out, it turns into a giant dark room. So it looks nicer when they're spawning and coming down, and you can see the inside. I like that a lot better. And it was working for 48 blaze rods. It did work, but I guess turning off the computer, turning it back on, made it register the feral flare lantern for whatever reason. Let's go with... We wanted to make some blaze rods, so let me grab planks, and let's make some chests. We'll pull out the treated wood that we were making earlier and put that in here. And let's make some of these blaze hoppers because they are much cheaper to make blaze hoppers with blaze rods and a spruce chest rather than regular hoppers in this pack require iron plates, which we can't make until we have the metal press from immersive engineering, an iron chest, a copper chest, slightly larger chest, and a chest surrounded by wood, and then the chest itself. So that is a pretty crazy rabbit hole for creating hoppers when it's simple. If you have a blaze farm, you'll be able to bust out hoppers, blaze hoppers, much easier. So now we have 8 hoppers. Let me drop this feral flare lantern. I made 2 of them because I was trying to see if I could spread out everywhere I want to put the feral flare lanterns. But what I'm running into is we're running out of gold, guys. I think we used a lot of the gold last couple of episodes. We're running out of gold. I need to start mining. One thing that I did was I ran around looking for a cactus. That's what it was. I ran down here looking for a desert biome so I could steal a cactus because I realized that buying a cactus from the market was not possible. There are no cactus for sale in the market. So I went this way, and then when I got to this edge, I noticed that we had a red desert over here. So I swam across, I grabbed a cactus, and what's great is this specific biome for red desert, it's a mesa. If I go make a mine shaft here, mesas have more gold than the normal biome. So I'm going to make my way over here. I'm going to build a mine shaft, and I'm going to branch mine inside this red desert so that I can get more gold. So if you're running out of gold while playing this mod pack, try and explore. Try to find a red desert. Do not use canyons. That one looks the same, but it's not. You have to find red sand. That is what a mesa has, is red sand, not the terracotta. Okay, so yeah, we got blaze hoppers. Now what we can do is we can put this guy here. So under the casting table, let me see, I don't think I can reach the chest from here. I want to shift right click the chest. So now stuff that goes into the casting table will go hopper into the chest. Perfect. First step in automating the smeltery. And then I'm going to also do the same thing here. And drop a shift right click the hopper to the chest here. So awesome. We have this as well now. So now it should... I've been pouring out the clear glass because aesthetically I'm still building. So let's see. When this one finishes, it should... Perfect. Drops into the hopper, drops into the chest. There we go. So now making 2 of these guys. I was doing them twice as fast. Yeah, that works. But let's make a redstone... What is it? Clock, right? Make a redstone clock. We need stone, a redstone torch, and redstone, of course. So let's grab that redstone torch that we made for the atomic reconstructor. We need stone, and we need redstone. Awesome. So let's go redstone clock. And let's grab some sticks, actually. We need sticks, and we need cobble. 2 levers. And we also need 1 more lever because I want to make 2 clocks. There we go. We got 2 redstone clocks. And this is how we're going to automate. Right above the faucet, I'm going to put the redstone clock. And then, let's see. I don't think the liquid glass can come out of this faucet because it registers that there's an ingot cast and it decides, yeah, I can't come out of this end. So this guy is set now. The redstone clock just keeps on going. So now we have 2 levers. I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put one here. And now when I right click, it turns it off. See that it stops the animation that's happening, which is pretty cool. Now it's going to purge out all of the liquid glass. And it's just going to keep on clicking anything that can click with redstone. So that faucet can be clicked with redstone. So yeah, it's going to go on and off, but it is going to continue pouring. Just, it's going to sputter because you can't right click this one. It's not intuitive. It just keeps clicking. It's got a pulse going on it. But this will dry. Hopper will put it in here. And this guy will just keep on clicking that faucet. And it'll purge all of the glass that I have in there. So what's great is this one can still stay manual. I can right click this one, get rid of it as well. Try to get the glass out as fast as possible. This is going to be great for when we put in ores. We can click this guy to turn it on and it will cast them into ingot form and put them into this chest here. So we can automate the smeltery this way. Really stoked about this. This is really great. Let me check and make sure. 2 blocks. Yeah, I can sneak 1 more out because I don't want to end up with half poured in here and half poured in here. Okay, good. So that should be the rest of the glass. Good, it's empty. And there we go. And now I'll turn this guy off so that it's not clicking around like crazy. There we go, clear glass. And I will grab the clear glass that I made from over here and I will move it as well. So that there's 1 spot for the clear glass that I'm using. And then also, I wanted to set this bad boy, the Empowerer. I wanted to set the Empowerer to automate. So we have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need, we'll get rid of this. We will, I need one more chest. Grab one more chest. Let's go like this and make 8, because chests are pretty useful. We need a bunch of them, of course. I'll do this, and then I'll do this, and I will hopper into this guy from under as well, and then I can use this guy to pillar my way back out. Boing. Of course not. Doesn't work. So let's do it like this. There. So now we have a hopper on top of the display stands. We need a hopper on top of the empowerer, of course. And then when the empowerer finishes, it will hopper into this chest. So now instead of doing one at a time, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks at a time, which is overkill, I know. But that will make it look a lot, it'll make it work a lot better. Plus now what I'm seeing here with me and my symmetry, let's repurpose that guy. I'll hide one piece of cobblestone in here. No, I don't like that. It's not going to be, monsters spawn in spaces that are 2 spaces deep, so that's only a 1 space hole. And I'll pull that leadstone out, and I will move this guy to here. There we go. So now it's attached again to the leadstone. Is it though? Let me make 100% sure. It is, right? Yeah, it'll be attached. Yeah, it's attached. So there we go. We can repurpose one of the leadstone and also make it a little bit more symmetrical. So I have the chest on one side and the power for the display stands on the other side. And these guys are all full. So cool. Now we have hoppers because of our blaze farm. So we can automate the smeltery and we can automate the empowerer. That is really awesome. So let's see, we don't need the hoppers. Oh no. Come on. Hey, there we go. Remove that. So with the rest of the episode, what I wanted to do is I wanted to finish up one of the quests on the main page. Let me look at the mini-map before I sleep to see if there is an Enderman. This is important, guys. I really want 4 ender pearls so I can vein mine. Let's see. I get turned around. Let's see. Are you above ground, please? No. Come on, man. That's the problem. Sometimes you'll see Enderman on the map, but they'll be in a cave underground. So unfortunately, he's not upstairs. So I will sleep the night away, just so that nothing bugs me. Oh, and I got comfortable with the Manilium longsword, because I was swinging that sucker around like crazy. Again, I'm not going to repair the Steve's carts with diamonds just yet because we have an overabundance of wood for right now. But I did get the attack damage up to 14.99 because I added more quartz to it. So it's dealing a lot more damage. It's pretty cool. And yeah, first page quest. I wanted to work on these stock cupboards. Now that this is within reach, we can do this now. Upgrade template. Let's make that. Requires, okay, we have to make it in the EFAB. Glass sticks, 1 drawer. Let's see, do I have glass? I don't know if the thickened glass will work. Oh, and I guess I should show you that dark glass is pretty cool. You make it thickened glass, you make sandy glass. So you have to sand and glass. So what I did is I took my sand, I split it in half. Then I turned half of my sand into glass. Ink sac or black lotus. So I turned half of them into glass. Boop, 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 and boop. And one more, please. Boop. And then what I did was you take the one half and you take the other half. Turns into sandy glass. And then the sandy glass, you have to smelt it again. The sandy glass then turns into, drumroll please, thickened glass. And then with the thickened glass, since I made a bunch of it, I made more thickened glass than I needed. Then what you have to do is you can turn it black by using an ink sac. But I had to use a bunch of these black lotuses. These are the flowers that I've been gathering. When you grab black lotuses, they turn into 2 dyes each. So I used a lot of these flowers, no joke. And I did the thickened glass, and then there you go. I just kept shift clicking and finding these black lotuses. Also ink sacs, I did use them since we have a crazy amount of squids that spawn inside this river that we're next to. So yeah, there. I showed how to make the dark glass, just in case you were curious. I still need the regular glass, though. So let's do that. I'll slide this guy in here, too. And I think that is enough glass. Upgrade template. Okay, we need to make a drawer. We need wood for that. And it doesn't matter, it accepts any drawer. So we'll do that, and we'll go into the EFAB since it's an EFAB one. And 15 seconds. Then we need a compacting drawer, which requires 2 drawers. So 2 more. And it also requires 1 triple compressed cobblestone, which is pretty nutty. Also 6 pistons. But I'm pretty sure I used... No, I have more pistons. Good. I remember shift-clicking a bunch of them at one point. So we have the upgrade template done. The compacting drawer, we're missing the triple compressed cobblestone. That is nuts. So let's see what we can do. Grab all of them. And let's see. We got compressed. Okay. Move this to the side. Now we need... Yeah. We have double compressed. And now we need 1... we need 1 triple compressed. Jeez, that's nuts. And I'm going to move these back. There we go. So I can put them back in here. Awesome. So now we have our triple compressed cobblestone. That's pretty crazy. And compacting drawer. Nice. And I don't really like compacting drawers. They make things easier. You put in, like, let's say, all of the cobblestone you have, and then out of all 3 of the faces, you can pull out whichever version of cobblestone you want. I don't like them because when you run them through the AE2 system, it causes issues because the AE2 system reads the compacting drawer as having all of the cobblestone, all of the compressed cobblestone, and all of the double compressed cobblestone when you only have 1. It just shows you the options, but the computer, when you're auto-crafting, thinks you will have all of those. So let's say, what is it? I can't do the math right now. I'm not even going to try. But like if you have 1 double compressed cobblestone and you put it into the compacting drawer, it will also tell you that you have 9 of the compressed cobblestone, and then what, 9 times 9, 81 regular cobblestone. And the computer will think, or the AE2 system will think you have all of those and not just 1 of those. So I like to play with just drawers. Again, like this is from playing 3 different mod packs and finding the limitations of endgame. So this is me not Like, I'll make this for the quest, of course, but I'm not going to be using compacting drawers this run. The drawer controller. This is what we are stuck on. We need 4 drawers. Oh, wow. Look at that. These are the couple of things that I do not do the math on. I'm just getting really lucky. Here we need 4. And then we need okay, we need 2 of these. Oh, 2. Do I have enough gold, though? I need 6. 6 gold. And buckets. One and 2. And let's see. You need... Yeah, 1,000. And are you not getting power? Inventory needs... Oh, I forgot to put in the redstone. Duh. So we need 2 of these. And then the electron tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh. I would have been so mad if I didn't have enough. Wow. So I just barely have enough. This guy will be like this, 5. And I also need redstone for this guy. There and there. And then let's go. We also need glass will smelt faster. Let's use the black stained glass. I'm not sure if that should be... Does not go. Regular glass. Regular glass, then. Disabled by redstone. Let me turn you on. Oh, I also need 2 of these. I'm so glad that I had enough gold. But I am out of gold now, completely. 4 electron tubes. And I'll turn this back off so it doesn't eat the coal. Because it is always on. It will eat all of the coal that you have in here. If you leave the thermionic fabricator attached to any power source that is not infinite. If you AFK, this thing will continue to eat power, and it will make the survival generator continue to burn coal. This guy's going a little slow because we have the survival generator attached to this thing, so it's running out of juice. What I can do is I can supplement it for right now with this clockwork engine. And I'll just temporarily do this and add a little bit more juice to it just for right now. As soon as we get water wheels from immersive engineering, we're going to have a lot more fun. There's 1. We're also going to need 1 diamond, which I really hope I have. I do not have diamonds, so I'm going to have to run. Luckily for me, I did, before my computer crashed, I found diamonds in the strip mine, in the branch mining. And depending on where my computer crashed, with my save file, I will have it excavated. Hopefully. I believe I went, down the mine shaft. And I took a right. And then it was at the end. No. Oh, no. My branch mining is gone. That's probably why I ran out. And then it was, here is lava. Yeah. So, there it is. This is where I found the diamonds. Before my computer crashed, and I had to revert my world back. So yeah, I had these diamonds here, and I purposefully did not want to mine them until I had Fortune 3 on my pick. which I have fortune 2 right now, but we do need 1 diamond, so I am going to break 1. And see, it gave me 1. Ugh. See, like, I want to come back when I have fortune 3. So yeah, these are the diamonds that I found before my computer crashed. What really sucks is I branch mined this entire row all the way down, and all of that stuff is gone. But it's okay. At least the diamonds didn't vanish. Like, that would have been whack. And as you can see, I built stairs to make it so that I don't use hunger when I'm running up the stairs, and it makes it a little bit faster too. So we have the 1 diamond that we needed. And let me sprint. Boing. And are there any Endermen? No Enderman on the minimap right now, unfortunately. So what were we doing? We were making this last guy right here. And now we should have enough for the drawer controller. Nice. So we have the drawer controller. This guy was expensive because of the diamond and the gold. Wow. But there we go. Stock cupboards. And a loot chest. Making good way. I'm not going to be able to do this yabba dabba do. It has some crazy things required for the quest. Item barrel I can make. I can make these. They're expensive. But, and then this blank barrel upgrade. The item barrel connector, I think, was item barrel. Plus, I'm not 100% sure how this mod works. Yeah, it needs ender pearls. And blank barrel upgrades, which also requires item barrels, which anti-barrel requires an ender chest. Oh, here, this is what it was. The anti-barrel completes the quest. For that, we need Eye of Ender. And in this pack, we can't make Eye of Ender until we have a chemical reactor. So, like, why give us a quest on our first page that we can't complete? Plus, it's some, like, I've never heard of this mod before. And, like, these are item barrels. You know, like, and the anti-barrel lets you complete the chest, which is kind of annoying. I can't complete the full, I can't complete the entire page 1. I have to move on to page 2 before completing page 1, which drives me crazy. But we have, we now have the compacting drawer and the drawer controller, and like I was saying, aesthetically I was going to create a bunch of these ghost wood drawers. That's going to be the aesthetic. Black and white this run. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you can hit the like button in the bottom right and go ahead and click on my guy here to subscribe to the channel, that would help us out a lot. Also, if you want to watch me stream on Twitch, I stream Monday through Friday from 4 to 5 p.m. Central. So I'll see you then.